Sabi ko sa military, pati ko, you know, ang ating politika is, di mo maintindihan. Narco-politics has entered the picture already. The fact that the Lima, which is really true, huwag na tayo magbulan. The Lima was financed by drug money inside the National Penitentiary. Kung ang prisuhan mo mismo, putang ina, factory na ng drugs, tapos may mga tao po magsabi na, like Obama, pontificating, alam ba niya na mismo sa prisuhan, ang Secretary of Justice mismo ang manager. Kinabit pa niya lahat, tapos, ayan, then, pagka nalinis ko na yung listahan, wala kayo, I will publish it. There are about 4,000 to 5,000 barangay captains. Marami pulis. Huwag kayong masaktan, pero yan totoo. Kung gusto niyo, kunin niyo yung listahan kay Bong. Sinira talaga ng droga. Not only destroyed the politics, nag-narco-politics na tayo, ito, pinareview ko na ito. Ito galing sa inyo, galing sa PDEA, galing sa puro pulis to. Mga to the country. Protector, ninja group. Puro pulis, ano? SPO4. Pulis yan lahat. SPO2 yan. Let me lecture Obama and the rest. It's not an ordinary fight. In itself, by itself, ang gobyerno nag-aaway na sa loob. Marami ang mga local officials, barangay captains, pati police. Tapos they have the goal, sabihin pa sa akin, you know, human rights. Hindi ito sa kanila, ang kriminal atin dito, magpapatayan tayo-tayo na mismo. So we are fighting for self-preservation. Hindi ito madala ng istorya. Marami ito, lalaban to, puro police, oh. And they are distributed all throughout the country. Oh, how do you suppose malinis mo kaagad? Ang hindi nila naintindihan, ang problema, hindi kasi nila nagtatanong. Doon ang kalaban nila talaga, mga durugista. And nandiyan sa Mexican-American border, mag-away dyan, there were 60,000 namatay dyan. Itong 700, sige na sila na count. Hindi talaga nila alam na lalaban yan. Sabi ko, today I will lose another 2 policemen all throughout the country. Araw-araw yan. Dada punta ako sa Cagayan de Oro. Sumabog yung, mayroon siyang armor, pero dito talaga tumama sa yung boundary. Pagkatama, tumansik dito, sira yung laring. You could no longer talk. So I have to find a program to yung tinamaan sa spine. It's not easy to be it's not easy to fight this. Kung salvage, kung extrajudicial killing, di wala sanang pulis mamatay. Titirahin mo lang naman sa likod. Bakit mo pa harapin para barilin ka? Yan ang may problema tayo. So pag nawala ako, kasi kung gusto niyo talaga tapusin natin ito, it has to be during my time because somebody is there to protect you. Hindi ako papayag na makulong ka kung mamatay-matay ka na walang dahilan. Not also for the military na sumungali na sa bakbakan. Walang makukulong sa iyo. My orders are very simple. Babalik-balik ko. Tapos putol-putulin yan eh. So ang makinig ng Obama, I will kill you. Hindi, alam mo, if you do drugs in my city and destroy the youth, I will kill you. Wala, putol yun eh, I will kill you. Ito naman mga kala mo sino, tinuturuan pa tayo. Walang makukulong sa iyo mintras ako ang I will not. Go out and hunt for them. Arrest them. Kung pwede, kaya pa. But if they offer a violent resistance at naalanganin na ang buhay mo, putang ina, huwag kang magpakamatay, patayin mo ang Hindu. Bakit ako papayag na ako ang mamatayan? Kung extrajudicial killing, wala kang makitang pulis na namatay dito. Kaya hayaan mo yan sila. Ako ang magpakulong. Just do your work. Wag niyo akong intindihin. But I will protect you. I will not allow a single policeman doing his duty going to prison. Hindi mangyari yan. Once upon a time, 27 police officers were recommended dismissed. Isa dyan si Apple, Bato, lahat yan sila. Because of extrajudicial kill. Lahat yung dumaan ng CD. I raised hell. Hindi ako papayag, sabi ko. Mag-rebelde ako niyan. You know, I have to protect. Yung protection ng life is not only now. I have to protect the Filipino. And the Filipino will come, maybe tomorrow, will be born next month. These are the vulnerable targets pag nandyan na ang droga at hindi mo na matanggal. You have to do it now while I'm still president. I don't know about the others. Pag kung ganun ang salita nila about extrajudicial killing, patayan, wala pag-asa ang Pilipinas, sigurado ako. Alam ninyo yan. Alam ninyo. Kayong mga pulis pati militar, alam ninyo yan. Gaano kahirap. Tapusin ninyo ngayon, nandito pa ako. Para at least trabaho lang. Walang makukulong. Kaya ako nag-iikot, tapos na ako sa military. But mayroon pa tayong isang problema. Be prepared for it. It will come. Huwag mong tanong kung kailan dadating yan. Terrorism. Bantay kayo. Sabi ko nga sa army, you have to reinvent yourself. That's why lahat ng military, down to the enlisted man, bigyan ko talaga ng baril. It's more of numbers lang yan eh. They go about 6, 7, 8. But they can wreak havoc in any community. Putok dito, putok doon. You'll have to krambo kita. Kaya namang iba, may tinamaan noon sa NPA. Alam ko masakit loob ninyo. But I am not a wartime president. I am a mayor noon or a president who only desires that my land will be peaceful. That's my paradigm. Hindi ako military, hindi ako pulis. Ako ang naging mayor, fiscal. Yan ang hangarin ko. Huwag kayo masyadong, because violence is never something na basta tanggapin na lang natin araw-araw. Oh, ikaw, matayan ka ng kapatid yan o ano. But at least ngayon, wala na tayong, hinto muna tayo sa komunista. So we are freed of that. So I can use the troops to redeploy them in some other parts of the country na delikado tayo. Be careful of the terrorists. Ang tawag niyan ngayon, hindi na ano, they are called really the militants, just like in the name, the line is a blurred thing now. They are all allied, and in the international press calls them either terrorists, or government would call them terrorists. I mean, the media, militants. Alam mo, it is never wrong for me as mayor to say, get out of my city if you're doing drugs or other crimes, kidnapping. Because if you don't, I'll kill you. It is never wrong for a president to say that. There is no crime at all when I say that do not destroy the youth of this land because I will kill you. That statement either coming from the mouth of a mayor or of a president does not give him any at all criminal liability. Therefore, I would like to just give an advice to the all human rights shouting now, local and international. I said, you can all go to hell because it is never wrong for a president and the police and the military to protect its citizens. It is self-preservation, not only for us, if our lives are taken by the criminal syndicates, or if you want to be like Escobar and the Latin American countries who are failed states right now because of the drug menace. Hindi masama na I go overboard shouting hell. And for that, I said I have been heard to insult the President, the EU, and all. And ang masama pa, di-threaten nyo. Mayroon tayong mga opisyal, ito na si Lene, na we lose the international assistance. You know, mamili kayo. The crumbs of the favor ng ibang nasyon, mag-asa lang tayo sa assistance nila, or we make a stand that this country has survived, that this country must see to it that the next generation is protected. Because if we don't interdict this evil of drugs, ang mga anak natin, ang mga apo natin, reckon from where I stand now, kawawa sa droga. It was not until I became president na nakita ang natin yung widespread danger ng. When I was mayor, I knew that it was serious. But insofar as I was concerned, I was only protecting my turf to protect the people. Nung presidente na tapos piniga ko na lahat, lumabas na by the tens of thousands. And this human rights, State Department, EU, and Obama can simply say, you know, a violation of human rights. He must have forgotten that 3 years ago, General Santiago was the PDEA head. In that survey, they said, Santiago said, there are already 3 million addicts. Dito sa akin, 700,000, 1,800,000, it's still counting. Every day there are surrenderies. And I expect that by the end of the year, we would have reached or breached the 4 million mark. What is very sad is that when I was in Laos, I had a talk with President Widodo. And I asked him, Ilan ang drug addicts mo, President? Sabi niya, by latest count, 4 million. Mga dako sa langit, sabi ko, patay ang Pilipinas. You know, the Philippines is not as big as Indonesia. Indonesia by far is the biggest the country here about sa ating east of Asia. It has about 240 million people. Tapos, ang ating country is only, I mean, of course, many islands, a lot of coastlines, but pareho na rin tayo, 4 million. Somebody can give the tikas pahinga? Just relax, you're too stiff there. So, anong gawin ko? Ito yung kaya, lahat ng sindikato pumasok na. What is very sad, and I would like to lay down the predicate. Adre, wala akong hinihingi sa inyo. I do not ask for your loyalty to me. I do not need it, and I don't want it. Stay loyal to the flag and to the Constitution. Pero pag nawala ako bigla, o by chance, the problem would outlast me,